The postseason continues. It's time for the League Championship Series matchups. Are you ready for the NLCS? I know I am. Just a reminder, MLB tonight before and after every postseason game. All right, so we are down to 4 teams. All 4 teams have answered the bell. Wow, they've given us the answers we're looking for. We still have so many burning questions. I like to call them high leverage questions. There's only one person to bring in to answer those questions. I need a high leverage reliever, a guy that's throwing gas. You know what? Bring in the lefty. Wow, you look cool. You look intimidating, left-hander. There you go.
Give me the rock.
Ball's yours. I have questions. A lot of questions. I'm gonna put you on the spot. Is that okay?
Yeah, I'm here to answer all of your questions.
All right. First, high leverage question. Who is the best starter left in the championship series?
Easy, Garrett Cole. He's close to being the Garrett Cole of 2023. His last outing against the Royals, Cole's back. He's back to being a horse and ace. He's a horse's ace.
Yamamoto looked good, but he's not the horse's
Garrett
ace.
Cole.
You need to fix your collar. Your jacket collar is a little popped up. There you go. Next, high leverage question. Will Freddie Freeman play every game in the NLCS?
No. Here's why. Games 3, 4, and 5 in New York, no days off. Somewhere in that 3-day span, he's going to miss one game.
So Max Muncy will play first base.
Max will play first.
And Kike Hernandez will play third?
Get him in the lineup anywhere. That guy hits bombs in October. I don't care where you have to play him. Get Kike in the lineup.
All right, so again, he's playing with a banged-up ankle. We wish Freddie the best. Next, high leverage question. Aside from Edwin Diaz, who is the most important Mets reliever?
He's not going to want to hear this. David Peterson.
He's not going to start?
No, I don't know. Game 3 in Milwaukee, right? Comes in, pitches the 9th inning, gets a save. He's pitched great out of the bullpen, can give you multiple innings. Their starting rotation is in good order right now. Quintana's been great. Severino's been great. Minaya, most improved pitcher in baseball, second half of the season. Mets, strong starting pitching.
Okay, David Peterson, the left-hander. I'm here with my left-hander, my high leverage left-hander. What should Luis Gil's role be in the American League Championship Series?
Starting possibly game 4. Hasn't pitched out of the bullpen. I don't know how he's going to handle that. I will say this. April, May, best starting pitcher in the game of baseball, right? Had some issues second half of the season. You can control his energy, his pitches more as a starter. He's never warmed up in the postseason in the bullpen. Use him as a starter.
You're not intrigued to see what he would do, max effort?
No, because they don't need the help in the bullpen. The reason they thought about this 3 weeks ago, because the bullpen was in shambles. It isn't any longer.
These are high leverage questions for a reason. Next question. Will Shohei Ohtani pitch at all this postseason?
No. And hopefully, if you're a Dodgers fan, he starts to hit a little bit, too. I don't know if it's the Padre pitching. He will not throw a pitch in the postseason in 2024. Get excited. You're going to see a lot of them in 2025. No.
If they make it to the World Series, he doesn't come out to shut the door?
He will not throw. They will not risk the investment they have for him pitching. If they hadn't used him in the series against San Diego, he won't be used.
I think Ohtani makes that call. Anyway, can the Dodgers win the National League Championship Series with Shohei Ohtani struggling at the plate like he did in the division series?
No. They're going to need something from him. This is a much improved Mets team. And if you don't believe it, look what they did to the Phillies. They made the Phillies look like a bad team. They really did. They beat up on the bullpen. I get it. Ohtani needs to do something because this Mets bullpen, if he doesn't hit against this Mets bullpen, the Dodgers won't win.
Especially if Freddie Freeman isn't playing every single game of the NLCS, like you say. Now, he's not the only struggling slugger. Aaron Judge hit under 160 in the division series. Can the Yankees win the ALCS with Aaron Judge struggling at the plate?
Resounding yes.
Really?
They're back to being the best team in the American League again. First 2.5 months, we were talking about a 100-win team. You have Juan Soto. You have Anthony Volpe. your guy Verdugo, who you love in the month of October. A lot of different weapons, and don't forget about Giancarlo Stanton. He won that series against the Royals.
Progressive Field's a great ballpark. Yankee Stadium's a great ballpark. Citi Field and Dodger Stadium. We have 4 great venues. Who has the best ballpark food?
There's 2 things I know in baseball well. I know pitching and I know ballpark food. Citi Field. If you've never been, you have to go. Go out to the Shea Bridge in center field. If you walk away hungry after spending a night at Citi Field, it's your problem or you forgot your wallet because that food is off the charts.
But once again, high leverage questions for our high leverage reliever. Final question, and you're going to have enemies based on how you answer this. Of the remaining teams, which team has the most passionate fan base?
I'm going to get darts thrown at me, but I don't care. There's no place like the Bronx in the month of October.
Really?
Yankee Stadium. It is a house of lunatics. They thrive on being lunatics. I get it. All 4 of these teams have passionate fan bases. The bleacher creatures in right field. If you haven't experienced a playoff game in the Bronx and you love baseball, try to make it once before you're 6 feet under. It's an amazing experience. I'm telling you.
Oh, you're a funny man. Dan, thank you for taking care of those high leverage questions.
And trust me, games 3, 4, and 5, NLCS, I'll be at the Shea Bridge.
I know you will. Now it's time for MLB Tonight's Same Game Parlay, presented by FanDuel. Mets-Dodgers Game 1, we're sinking our teeth into this, and it's hard in the... playoffs when there's so much bullpenning going on. For all of these things to happen because they're facing high velo and high spin, but hey, drop $100 and maybe it can all work. Hey, a reminder, make every postseason strikeout, steal, and dinger mean more with FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook. Right now, new FanDuel customers can get $300 in bonus bets when your first $5 bet wins. Download the FanDuel Sportsbook app right now and make every moment more. Boy, I need more Matt Boyd. He was awesome. What a great interview. He came back to the headset. You know what? Because of that, I'm going to make him the focal point of my next Greg's List. Yes! Well, I don't know which Greg's List I'm going to put together, but it's going to be something around Matthew Boyd, because you deserve it. And so do you, left-hander. That was great. My high-leverage southpaw. Well done.
Thank you.
Very intense.
All right, welcome, everybody. Questions for Kodai? Start with Tony. Wait for the mics again, please. Thank you.
Kodai, how deep into tomorrow's game do you expect to pitch?
今日は明日は何イニングぐらい投げれる想定ですか？もう本当に終わりと言われたら終わりと思っているので、それまでは自分でそういうのを決めずに、いけるところまで思いっきりいきたいなと思ってます。There's not a number I have in mind. I'm going until they take the ball away from me, and I'm going to go at it 100% until then.
And just how would you describe the challenge of facing that Dodgers lineup?
ドジャースの強力打線と対戦する、難しさというか、この辺についてはいかがですか？やっぱり、ドジャースに限らず、強いチーム、強いいいバッターに関しては、基本的にミスしたら打たれるっていうのが基本だと思うので、僕のできること、バッターというよりは僕のできることを一生懸命やりたいなと思います。Not exclusively the Dodgers, but good hitters in general around the league. If you miss, they're going to hit you. So just trying to control what I can control and doing my best against each hitter.
We'll go to Howie on the left.
I know that there were limitations on you in Philadelphia and that you met those 2-inning, 31-pitch limitations, but how strong did you feel by the end of the second inning. And in your mind, could you have gone farther if they would have allowed you?
前回登板では、2イニングぐらいというふうに言われてたと思うんですけど、で2イニング投げ切って、その2イニングが終わったあたりで、千賀さん自身の体の状態というか、まだいけるっていう感覚はありましたか？次のバッターとかも考えて変えられたとは思うんですけど、基本的には自分の中のスイッチがありますので、それがいけるという気持ちがあればいけますし、終わりと思えば終わりっていうそこの差はすごいあるかなと思います。I think when they changed pitchers, it has a lot to do with matchups and where we are in the lineup and stuff like that. It's more of a mental switch. Once they take the ball away from me, it turns off, and then I'm done for the game. But as long as the switch stays on, I'm good for whenever.
Tim?
What is the most difficult part of facing this Dodgers lineup specifically?
このドジャーズ打線に関して一番困難な部分というかは何でしょうか？基本的にどのバッターも甘い球を長打打てるバッターだと思いますし、それはこのリーグだったら基本的にそうだと思っているので、もう誰とかではなく一人一人全力でいけたらなと思ってます。A lot of great hitters in the lineup, and if I leave a ball over the plate, they're probably going to hammer it. And like I said earlier, that goes for a lot of hitters around the league. So I'm repeating myself, but I just want to approach each hitter one pitch at a time.
And the Mets, in your time here, have been very, very careful to not pitch you usually on the 5th day, usually on the 6th day or later, including during spring training, rehab stretches, etc. Would you be able to pitch on the 5th day in Game 5 of this series?
メッツの千賀さんの起用法として基本的には中4ではなく5、6というふうな起用が多かったと思うんですけども、今回は中4で第5戦で投げれると思っていますか？ここまで来たら間とかは全く関係ないと思ってますし、基本的にはその100球も投げるとかはないと思っているので、そこはもう気持ちだけかなと思います。I'm ready for anything. I don't anticipate getting to 100 pitches tomorrow, and how many days I have in between it doesn't matter at this point. We need to win the game, so whenever they call on me, I'm ready.
Mike?
How much excitement does this series have back home in Japan with yourself, Ohtani, Yamamoto?
日本人選手が多い中で日本での待ち望んでいる感というか、この対戦を待ち望んでいる感というのはいかがでしょうか？どうなんですかね。日本に帰ってないからわからないです。I'm not in Japan, so I'm not sure.
How do you approach pitching to Ohtani?
大谷選手へのアプローチの仕方はどういうふうに考えていますか？ここで喋る人はどのピッチャーもいないと思います。I don't think any pitcher would reveal how we're going to approach an opposing hitter at this point.
Jerry in the back.
After this challenging year with the injuries, what's it mean to you to be contributing to the Mets at such a pivotal point in the season in the playoffs?
今年1年難しい1年だったと思うんですけど、このすごく大事な場面で貢献できるっていう嬉しさというか、そこら辺の感情はいかがですか？嬉しさよりも緊張感の方がやっぱ僕の中にはありますし、やっぱり1年間回ったピッチャーと違うと自分自身ずっと心に思っているので、そこを任されるという意味はすごい大きいと、普段のシーズン回っている時よりは大きいと思っているので、そこをしっかり思いながらマウンドに立ちたいなと思います。More so than being glad or happy, there's definitely tension inside myself compared to the other pitchers that have fought throughout the entire year. I haven't been able to do that, so I really need to be able to continue to contribute, and do my job in the following games.
In the back.
日本語で失礼します。昨日の試合は見られてたと思うんですけど、ドジャースに決まった瞬間っていうのは何を思いましたか？
ダルさんがすごいいいピッチングしたなっていう感想と、やっぱり甘い球はやっぱりどのバッターも強く振ってきますし、やっぱり1から9までしっかり気を抜けないなっていうのは改めて思いました。
あと明日そのシリーズ第一戦で投げることの意味というのはどうお考えですか？
やっぱり先ほども言いましたけど、1年間回ってるピッチャーとはまた違うので、そこに対して、自分で、 プレッシャーかけながらいい緊張感で真ん中れたらなと思ってます。
ドジャースの大谷翔平投手が自身初のプレーオフで躍動する中、その圧倒的な活躍が思わぬ形で米国のパドレスファンに影響を与え、SNS でちょっとした騒動を引き起こしました。事の発端は5日、日本時間6日に行われた地区シリーズ第1戦で、大谷が2回に同点スリーランを放ったシーンを称賛する投稿を、米スポーツ専門局ESPNの敏腕記者ジェフ・パッサン氏が X 旧ツイッターにアップしたことから始まりました。試合では 0-3 とリードされた状況で2回2、1、2塁の場面、大谷はパドレスの投手を相手に烈な一発を右翼席に叩き込み、同点に追いつく大きな一打を放ちました。この劇的な瞬間を捉えた動画が SNS に投稿されると、ファンから多くの称賛の声が寄せられましたが、その一方で、一部のパドレスファンからは批判が飛び交いました。特に、試合の初回に先制ツーランを放ったマニー・マチャド選手の活躍が取り上げられていないことに不満を抱いたパドレスファンが、マニーはどこなんだよとコメントし、記者に対してイチャモンをつける事態に発展しました。これに対し、パッサン記者は冷静に対応し、私はアンチパドレスではないと約束すると釈明しました。さらに、選手たちの熱意と情熱を評価していることを強調し、選手たちが大好きだし、彼らの闘志と威勢の良さが大好きなんだとコメントしました。そして、私が取り上げるのは、ただ素晴らしいものに対する兵器でしかないとし、大谷の本塁打がどれだけ特別なものであったことを説明しました。パッサン氏は、さらに、翔平・大谷は、あなたや私、そしてすべての野球ファンがこれまでに見た中で最も素晴らしい選手の一人なんだと、大谷への賛辞を惜しみませんでした。彼がこの試合で見せた一打は、単なるホームラン以上の意味を持ち、野球界全体を揺るがすほどのインパクトを与えたと言っても過言ではないでしょう。このように、パドレスファンからの批判を受けたものの、パッサン氏は終始冷静な態度で対応し、逆に、大谷への深い敬意を示すことで、ファンとのやり取りを終えました。彼の投稿は、決してパドレスを軽視したものではなく、純粋に大谷の偉業を称賛するためのものであったことを強調し、論争を沈静化させました。この騒動からもわかるように、大谷翔平選手は、そのプレーが取り上げられるたびに、ファンやメディアの間で大きな話題を巻き起こしています。その存在感は、単なる野球選手の枠を超え、どのチームのファンであっても、一目置かざるを得ないほどの影響力を持っています。大谷の一打が SNS 上でこれほどの反応を引き起こすのも、彼がだけ特別な存在である証拠です。今回の件では、パドレスファンの一部からの批判もありましたが、大谷のプレーが持つ魅力とその特別さを、ジェフ・パッサン記者が改めてファンに伝える結果となりました。彼のプレーがファンやメディアに与える感動は計り知れず、今後もその影響力はますます大きくなっていくことでしょう。また、SNS 上でのこうしたやり取りは、現代のスポーツ報道において、ファンとの距離を近づけ、選手の偉大さをより一層際立たせる役割を果たしているとも言えます。大谷翔平という選手の存在は、試合そのものだけでなく、メディアやファンとのコミュニケーションを通じて、さらなる注目を集め続けています。